Please roll me up a J. Please roll me up a J. I looked God in his eyes, told him that I pray.
Let's see. What do we have to talk about? I know we have the NBA Finals. I know we have some topics from my dear lovely girl. Delvin probably doesn't have any questions because Delvin lives carefree. So we're gonna start off with what? What do you want to start off with? Your questions, or I also want to talk about something that I think I've talked to you about before, Delvin. I'm not sure if you remember or not. Best friends and what that means to me, and all that good stuff. But maybe we'll start with your questions because your questions, are more entertaining, and then people stick around.
They're icebreakers.
We can go back and forth. We can go back and forth.
Sounds good.
How would you feel if your partner cried about their ex passing away?
Wow. Well. See, it all depends, kind of thing. I mean, because if it's your ex, let's say, and he, has another mother or baby mama, and she passes away. Now his kids has no mom. Then it's a little bit understandable for him to maybe cry about feeling some type of way for his own child, I guess. Or if it's a person that you were cool with, you guys end the things amicably, and your girl also doesn't have a problem with her, then I understand the crying. But also, there's a limit to your cry, I think. Like if you're crying that you're sobbing, you can't be what's the word where people are trying to comfort you? Like if there's no way of comforting you, then it's a little weird. So I would say there's a thin line in between that one to me. I'm not. I'll say it's a little weird to cry about the next. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Delvin.
I think I froze.
I'm just still processing.
So this is okay. Now you're in a new relationship. You're in a relationship right now, right? And you have a girlfriend, and she just found out her ex, just her plain ex, not the father of her children, just her ex, passed away, and she's boohoo crying.
I don't know. I think it's okay to be compassionate, even with an ex. That doesn't mean necessarily that you're still... that's part of your life, part of your history. And I think it's okay to have certain feelings afterwards. Doesn't mean that you're wanting a relationship with a person or that you don't value your new relationship. It's just being a human. At some point, you have something good with that person.
Yeah, but
even
you
if
for sure don't like that answer.
Of course not.
All right, so go ahead.
Maybe because I'm petty, but I feel like, why the hell are you crying for? Like, I don't know. If we break up, and then you're in a new relationship. I've never been one to talk to an ex while being in a new relationship or talk to an ex. Period. We broke up. I'm not the type to want to be your friend after because...
I usually treat exes just like ex-coworkers. You're never going to see me again. But,
Yeah, but a coworker is if you run into them in the store, you're not going to be like, oh, shit, let me hide. Let me run away.
I probably will. I ain't trying to talk to you.
But it's going to be more...
I feel the same way as if I saw a person I used to go to school with. If I saw somebody I don't know, that I just know and I don't really fuck with you like that. I'm not trying to freaking have no small talk.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. You don't like the person.
No, I just hate small talk.
So you don't think you should have any type of feeling about it?
Does that make me a terrible person?
Each person is different.
One thing is being sad
It
and being
makes you,
damn. Hold on. Oh. One thing is being damn, I'm sad. This person died. But another thing is sitting there crying about it. I have tears coming out of my eyes, and now I'm letting my partner see that I feel some type of way, and I'm crying about this person passing away. Absolutely not. I don't. No, if I'm gonna cry, I'll cry on my own private time when my partner is maybe not there, which maybe is a little fucked up. But at the end of the day, me personally, I don't think I'm gonna cry. I mean, you already died in my life. Now you're dying in real life. That doesn't.
I for sure don't think I'll cry over no ex.
No,
None of the
I
ones that
wouldn't.
I have.
I
But
wouldn't
It's
either.
hard for me to cry. Period.
Yeah, same.
No,
I
I'm a
wouldn't
crybaby.
either, but I would understand if someone else does.
I'm definitely a
You're goddamn
crybaby, but that's
crybaby
not
for
gonna.
sure.
That's
Cry
not
over anything almost. Put a little Instagram reel where there's a little baby running with their dad in the rain. She probably gonna cry. Basically, what I'm she's already getting emotional.
No.
So yeah, the ex, like I said, I'm sure that there's a lot of different viewpoints to that for a lot of different people. Some people will say, "What the fuck?" Might get happy that their ex died. You know, there's some people that will be really sad. Some people that don't give a damn. Some people that won't even know.
You see, but that's messed up. Like, I wouldn't be happy if one of them died because, I mean, I think that's really messed up. But it's not going to, like, stop my day or, like, ruin my day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to, I don't know. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I feel a little fucked up. But, I mean, it's how I feel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I get it. I mean that also brings in the what I had mentioned earlier about best friends, because I mean usually people consider their significant other their best friend.
I think you're my best friend.
Right. But then there's always, you know, like when I was growing up, better yet, you know, girls always had hella besties, and to me, I was like, I always thought that was weird, because in reality, to me, I never liked to put that title on a friend. I never like to call any of my friend best friend, because, bro, you're just my friend. I don't have a best friend. It's just you're my friend.
It's somebody
Like,
that you
know?
talk to like
If
more,
you
like
really
on
are
a
my
regular
friend.
basis. Somebody that you see more
My
than
closest
all your
friend.
other friends.
That's what
There
I
you
would call
go.
it. Closest friend, not
is-
best friend.
It's the same thing.
Is that you never know, because at the end of the day, right?
Everybody
Let's say
fucking
something happens
sucks.
to you, some car accident, some shit, and you needed some help. You call your best friend at 3 a.m. They don't pick up. Text, they don't pick up. You call some other guy that's a friend of yours, 3 a.m. Boom, yo, what's up? This. Oh, I came to help you, and that's not the one you consider your best friend, but they showed up for you. See what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and it's not like it's the other guy that you call best friend. Maybe they were busy. Maybe they fell asleep. They were sleeping. They didn't hear the phone and stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. I just don't see that best friend thing, especially when the way girls do it when they're talking about that's my bestie, this my other bestie from over here, you know. And then now you have a plethora of besties, and it's meaningless afterwards. That's just how I feel, and I feel like as a person that's, I guess, getting to my 40s, friends, you know, it's just like my mom used to tell me, friends are not that important. I like, you know, a lot of people could get their feelings hurt about it, but friends are not always there when you need somebody the most. And it's like usually that's what a person thinks. And like I, for myself, sacrificed time for people in my past that the energy was not reciprocated. I did not get the same thing when I needed you. You were not there for me. I was always fucking there. I dropped shit for you and all that kind of shit. So at the end of the day, you see, that's what I'm getting.
I feel like if we're close friends, right, and you're my best friend, let's say, for example, and I need you, and you're like, damn, I really can't, you know, it's like, what? How could I be mad at you if you literally cannot do something for me? Like, because at the end of the day, you're not obligated to do anything for me. Like, I'm my own person. I'm an adult. I'm you know, I got my own shit to deal with, and I can't just like depend on somebody else to fix my problems for me. At 3 o'clock in the morning, my car breaks down. I'm not calling no friend. I'm gonna call a tow truck company. If anything, I'm gonna call my mother. You know what I mean? Or you know, unless
Right.
you're in the car with me. I mean, I try not to expect so much from people, because not that I'm not gonna, like, don't get me wrong, like, as a friend, like, you should be there for your friend, you know, but it's not that you should expect a person to you know, bend over backwards for you, because I mean, nobody does that. And I don't know.
Right, unless you do it and then you find out you shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you thought you and that person had the same energy. But
Right.
then when the time came, that person showed you, I don't have that energy that you thought I had for you, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, but also it shouldn't be expected from.
Oh, I'm not saying you should expect it, but what I'm saying is if like a friend constantly when you need somebody is not there, but you're always there when they need you,
Yeah.
you know, it
Time to cut that bitch off.
yeah, it's a little it's you know you're supposed to. I feel friends are supposed to have the same energy. Or at the end of the day, a lot of like I know for sure, a lot of people think they're friends to somebody, and the other person is considering you an acquaintance. There is that.
Right.
Not everybody has the same feelings.
I feel like that's in every type of relationship, whether it's like a romantic relationship or like a friendship relationship. There's always one person who always does more than the other person, which makes that person kind of be like, either falling back or, stop being their friend or whatever the case may be. But there's always that one person who tries harder than the other person.
What do you think? Best friend.
It's kind of subjective because different people have different ideals,
Do you have a best friend?
and I don't do best friends.
Yeah.
No.
Me neither. As of recently, I don't have no more friends.
I haven't been doing best friends since my early 20s. Let's say.
Yeah.
Maybe even before 20.
But you know what's messed up is like okay, I have this fault where like I'll have a really good friend, and that friend will do me wrong, and then I'll just like find another friend like down the line, and still kind of like trust a person, and it's like because I feel like you can't like fault this person for what that person did, but at the end of the day, they're all fucking pieces of shit, all of y'all bitches.
I try to go into friendships and relationships
With no
with
expectations.
as least expectations as possible. I think it's almost impossible not to have expectations, but as least as possible, because people expect too much from other people and nobody's obligated to do any of the things that you
Right.
Ask them.
think a
Yeah.
friend or a significant other should do.
Right.
Yeah.
I think each friendship, each relationship is going to be unique and deal with different things. And it's about compromising and finding, I don't know.
There is people though that think that once you're their friends, you're supposed to be there for them, left and right, no matter what type of shit,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a perfect thing. Is like Kendrick said in a song where when once you say no, it's like people get amnesia and forget about everything else you did for them.
Yeah.
Or every
Because
other
you
time
just
you
said
say
no
yes.
that one
Right.
time. Now it's like fuck you,
But those
you
are
motherfucker.
those are the people that come with high expectations.
Right, but it's also like, bro, I did all this for you. I can't do it today, and you forgot about all the shit that I've done for you.
Those people are just narcissists. I can't like as the older I get, the more I realize that everybody is a freaking narcissist. Like
A
everybody.
bit of narcissism.
Mm,
If not, we wouldn't have any ambition or self-esteem.
yeah, but you're not gonna
Like-
fuck over somebody else just to get what you want. I mean, I don't know about you, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's messed up if like, we're friends and I have this opportunity and, I don't know whatever the case may be, but I'm not gonna ruin.
But I mean, it's like I said, that just goes back to so many people just have friends because they expect it to be like a beneficial thing to them. Like you're not even becoming friends just for the natural, oh, that's a friend that I could talk to and
For the company.
crying shoulder, right? No, it's this person does this. Maybe that could help me move forward with my this type of thing. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like most people, if it's not beneficial for them to be friends with somebody,
They're not interested.
they don't want to be friends
Yeah.
with you. I mean, and that goes back to what people say about show me your friends and I'll show you who you are type of bullshit,
No.
So because if you're a person that is only friends with people for beneficial purposes, then I'm pretty sure that everybody around you is also people that are only friends with people for beneficial purposes.
But I mean, not necessarily.
I
Like I had a
disagree
friend.
100%.
I stopped being his friend because he was all of a sudden saying racist stuff, and I tried to give him a chance to backtrack, and he didn't. So I was like, never spoke to him again.
Racist how?
He posted something on Facebook saying that black people are easily manipulated.
You know, I actually know a guy that
He got into conspiracy
I
theories
know a
and
guy
went
that
crazy.
was well, I know a couple people that like that, and for some reason, I love Cuban people, but a lot of you Cubans feel like
super racist.
Black people are minor,
Minorities.
less than you.
Right.
Well, they are minorities, but you feel like they're
But-
less than you.
So are
And
Cubans.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, like I've known people like that, and I usually don't even can't say that they're my friends. They're acquaintances. Like most, so many people in my life are acquaintances, not even really friends. And it's like you're gonna say that one thing, but I'm also gonna speak my mind and let you know what I think. I'll probably make you block me first.
Yeah. And going back to the expectations, I think there's a healthy amount of expectations. Like, I expect you to respect other people. I expect you not to be racist.
Right.
Human rights stuff. Like,
Just
there are certain
I expect
expectations.
you to be tolerant of
Yeah.
others.
But
And
just
then you
like
can
a
decide.
Nice human freaking being, like that's all.
This is completely off topic, but it's like we live in a world where people think they know more than what they really know. Like, you ever see these videos when there's guys walking around in the cities and asking people simple ass questions, like who's the first president of the United States? Who was in World War I? Who started World War II? Like, this is shit that everybody should know, type of shit, And it's like people be giving, oh my God, the most out of pocket answers to these questions. A matter of fact, I saw a video the other day. A guy asked a girl, "What's 7 times 3?" The girl said 21. A girl right next to him, or next to that girl, he went and asked her, "What's 3 times 7?" And this bitch froze. She was like,
People just
I
don't pay
don't know."
attention anymore.
Bro, it's the same goddamn question. Jeez. Anyway.
I think sometimes when people are put on the spot, they kind of freeze like that. And especially those videos when those guys go up to those girls. Usually those girls have been drinking and they're drunk or, under the
You
influence
just
of some
can't be that
sort.
stupid.
I mean, I get it, but people were stupid.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Exactly. And then the funny thing is that a lot of these videos that I'm watching when they're asking the people is usually younger people. So it makes you feel like, damn, this education system is fucked.
It's going
Like,
down,
these
yeah.
motherfuckers don't know shit. But they do know how to do the little dance on TikTok and memorize the 30 steps they got to do that little dance and all that good
But
shit.
they're going for the views. So you don't know how many other people they asked that were not
That is true. That is true.
That were not
ignorant
stupid. Right.
or whatever
makes
you
a
want to
lot
call
of
it.
sense.
And you never know
And you
who's
never know-
acting.
Right,
when
that
it's-
is true. There's always
yeah.
that fake shit. But it's like, it's also, I seen like Jimmy Kimmel ones too, where they're asking people in the street randomly. I mean, it could be also, like you said, a script. But I mean, I met a lot of stupid ass people in the world, so I kind of believe it for some reason,
Okay.
But that's just how I feel about that.
I don't know. Out of nowhere, I just had a topic come to mind. But
Oh,
What is
let's
it?
hear
Say
it.
it.
maybe for now.
Yeah. What the hell? Go
What the
ahead.
heck? We don't want to lose it.
Okay, what do you think about artificial intelligence and the workplace? And all that?
Ooh. Well, you and me have talked about this before, and I kind of feel I'm not gonna lie. I use it, and I don't overuse it, but I use it. But I still feel like it's a little bit of cheating. It's the new time we're in, because back then when I was younger, you wanted to write an email, nigga, you better know the words, how to spell that shit, the punctuations correctly, because there was no
The
grammar
grammar.
correction system. There was no AI. So you just tell them, hey, write me an email about selling cookies, and then this shit just comes with a 1,000-word email for you about selling cookies. Like, it's cheating. But I mean, if it's there and your company doesn't have a problem with you using it, then I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, we actually got a training on ChatGPT
Yeah.
at work.
You know, it's so funny that you say that because I went to ChatGPT just the other day and I put, tell me a story about a flesh-eating monster. And this thing came out with a long-ass freaking story about a flesh-eating monster.
Did you read it?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
of course I read
Was it
that.
a good story? Oh.
What about the one I sent you? Did you read that?
I read it.
It was
and
long.
Like I told you about it, it was just to me like it was too quick to. It got resolved too quickly.
Because it was a short story. Yeah, it didn't stay on the climax.
Right.
much.
It was like this is the boom, but then they were fine.
But the thing is
rescued.
that once it gives you the results, you can
edit.
you
Add
can
more stuff to
edit,
it.
tell it to edit it to add more content.
You see,
to a
but
certain
then, you
part of
see,
it,
but
and-
then that right there freaks me out because it's like now I could go. I want to buy a book. I buy a book and I read the book. 10 years later, you find out this man wrote the whole book through AI. He didn't pick up a pen one time, typed in nothing one time, and then that's super cheating.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I've also seen a couple of the reason I'm asking. I saw a couple of YouTube videos. Some people that lost their job.
That's what I was.
They were
gonna
like
say.
graphic designers.
Yeah, I mean, as
You
long
did
as it's
send me
not
one.
putting people out their job, I feel like whatever. But if it starts replacing people,
It's going to.
I mean, that's gonna do a lot to the world. Like, how is people gonna like make their money?
I mean, it's just like the self checkout crabs that have maybe some people because I mean, you go to Winn Dixie and stuff and you see there's one register open and 5 self checkouts things open.
I think AI might be our downfall. Like, I also I don't remember where I heard this, but someone said once AI takes over all the jobs, who's gonna buy the products that these companies are offering? Like, people are not gonna have the money. Like,
Right.
That's what I'm
what's
saying.
what's the point at the end if we just keep going?
Is that why Elon Musk doesn't want open AI on the iPhones?
No, actually, he was. My understanding is he was part of the people that started OpenAI.
But now he doesn't want it
And-
on the iPhones. I guess he wants to charge for it.
Well, he doesn't want it because I think he was removed or he left. I'm not sure. And then he was starting his own thing. I think it's because he didn't want it to be for profit. Like,
Really? Elon Musk doesn't want something to be for profit?
I don't know. That's what I heard. I'm not sure. So then supposedly he has his own AI thing that he started now.
Mm.
So yeah, I never thought I would see this in my lifetime.
It's a lot of things I didn't think I was going to be seeing in my lifetime.
But I also heard technology grows exponentially. So
No,
it's like-
especially after, let's say after the 90s, technology just, it's like, bro, things become obsolete, is it?
yeah. You
Like,
remember all
super
the
quick.
websites?
Like, it's like you have this. It's like, bro, the iPod. I don't even feel like the iPod lived that long. To be
No,
honest
it definitely
with
did not.
no.
it didn't. Like iPod, boom. Next thing you know, iTouch, boom. iPhone. Get the fucking iPod out of here. Now we got a phone that you could put music in. You could watch movies in. Da 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 da. I was never expecting some shit like that in my lifetime.
Yeah. I mean, even just the internet itself has changed so much. You remember like how simple websites were before? I don't know if you remember GeoCities. It was a Yahoo thing where anyone could go and make their own websites. We
don't
used to go
remember
on there to like download ROMs and stuff.
Brom?
Way back.
You know what? It kind of
Like
popped
video
into my head a
games.
little bit. Yeah.
Oh.
That you could play on emulators.
Emulator stuff that we have.
So
yeah.
I don't know. Those websites were like very simple. It was people creating them. You had to know HTML to actually put a website together. Now it's like because we did away with that stuff. Like there's less content on the internet now. If you think about it, before you would find so many different sources when you did a search. Now it's just a few things.
It's true. It's just like in Google. That's right.
Yeah.
You know what's another thing that I'd never expected to see in my life? Like, I will watch Iron Man, right? And you have Tony Stark going like this, touching things,
Yeah.
putting them together, and all this other shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, That's probably some shit that's gonna happen when I'm rotting in the ground and shit. And then we already have now a laptop that has no screen. It works with the vision glasses or whatever the fuck. And that's it. And then the vision glasses also that you do all this stuff like this. It's like, damn, bro, I was never saw something like that coming in my lifetime. And look, it's here already. That's just how fast the technology shit is moving. It's insane, really. Like you fall asleep on that shit. Next thing you know, you forgot completely how to use anything because something new came and took off what you were familiar with.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship when it comes to technology and AI. Because, I mean, I use it myself. The other day, I had to, they asked us for the first time to evaluate our manager. Because the managers always evaluate us, but they wanted it the other way around.
More companies should do that shit.
They probably, did they get scared?
Stupid ass managers.
Yeah, I don't think they liked it.
I bet they did. And they're like, oh shit, they're going to talk about how we don't do shit. We just tell people to do everything.
Yeah, well, no, my manager is good. So that wasn't a problem.
You got a good one at least.
Yeah, good manager. I've had some terrible ones, but she's really
I dealt with some bad ones too. Shit.
No.
I've dealt with
I think
managers that
everybody
make you triple work because of how bad they really are at being managers.
Well, all that to say, I went on ChatGPT. I asked it to write an evaluation for me, and then I just tweaked a couple of things and submitted it.
There you go.
Why? Why you just didn't do it?
Because I have so many other things to do. I don't want to
Oh.
spend my time on that.
Like, that's not even important, really, if you think about it. It's not my job, really.
I mean,
Evaluating a manager.
what
I mean-
a couple sentences here and there. That doesn't take much time.
Man, I'll tell these niggas, y'all want me to evaluate managers now. Where's my extra pay?
I think like if you want
You're
us
on the
to,
clock.
I don't give a god.
it would have been better if it was like multiple choice or a scale, like grading
Right,
from here
don't
to
make me look
there,
it right
different
for you.
areas, but not like to write out like a whole evaluation. I'm like, I don't have time for that.
So, I also wanted to talk about, because I know last episode we mentioned the finals, and I had said that Mavs were gonna win game 2, but then they lost that one. Then they lost game 3, and I for sure thought they were gonna get swept.
It's because you're so negative, and I tell you all the time, like the game before the game even starts, you're already like, all right, here we go, they're gonna lose, and it's like, bro, like, don't say that. The
I say that
tongue is
When
probably.
is it-
I probably say that during the second quarter, and that's once I
No.
see Luka's defense or that Kyrie is not making anything,
That
or
last
that
game.
his team, the whole team, is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's just the
Baby.
fact of the matter is the Mavericks have been playing way worse than what the Celtics have been playing. They come out and pooped all over the court.
That's
And
fine.
except for that last game where they finally decided to wake up. But what? Just so you don't get swept. Because why didn't you do that in the beginning? Why didn't you do that before? If you could actually beat the team by 30 points, what the hell? What's going on? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it just wasn't their day. People have off days. Like, it is what it is. Maybe Boston was doing it better than you know.
It's
on the
Porzingis.
days.
The Porzingis effect.
Porzingis is barely even playing.
Well, now because he got injured. So yeah, now that he didn't play, they won.
What do you mean? They won the second game with him and the first game with him. He played hella good in the first game. He scored, 20-something points in the
That's
first
what
game?
I'm saying. Now that Porzingis wasn't in the game, that's when the Mavericks finally won.
I got you.
But I feel like not the last game, but the game before that, he didn't even really get much playtime, right?
He barely played because I think he tweaked.
Yeah,
Right.
it was during that game.
And they
that he-
still won.
Yeah, but I think that was
I
the
wouldn't
third
say-
quarter already.
I don't know. I wouldn't put the whole team on.
No,
Porzingis.
it's not. It's not just.
Is that still at the end of the day, if Kyrie and Luka score 60 points and the rest of the team scores 20, they're gonna fucking lose the game. And that's what happens because these other dudes don't be showing up like that. PJ Washington not showing up all the time. Gafford, big old ass, ain't showing up all the time. It's just, need more help. And then of course you have Luka playing some weak ass defense. Niggas just drive right by him.
He's just complaining and now
all he
running back.
does is cry. Yeah, cry. Last game he didn't cry as much, and that's why they were actually finally able to do something because he started focusing on playing the game instead of crying to the refs constantly.
I mean, okay, maybe the next game they'll pick it up.
It's too late.
Why?
They're done.
How
It could
what
be-
if
it
they
could be
win the
history
next
in the
game?
making.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say they're done.
You see how I said like you're negative
I
before
think-
it even starts? You're so
The
negative.
next game is
But-
it's in Boston. Boston lost that last game so they could celebrate in the home court.
Nah, I
This
don't
shit
think
is
so.
over, nigga.
I don't think so.
This shit's over. It's over. Celtics win game 5. Period.
But it's like a fine
Maybe.
line between being a pessimist or a realist.
It's
So
a
it's like
50-50.
When is the game? It's not today. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I hate Monday games. Like, we have a perfect Sunday, bro. This whole 2-day break is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They need rest.
One day. What the hell? One day. What you need
Okay,
to?
but you get 1 day practice, 1 day rest, or the vice, the other way around. Like they need
Make it seem
time.
Like it's such crazy thing to go play some basketball. out there.
Damn, you're running constantly
Hey, bro,
back and forth.
nobody could, a basketball player could come to me talking shit about the fact that they got to play a game and then take a day off and then play the next day. Ah, man, I'll spit in your face, bro. Because I used to freaking go to construction work, West Side Attica paints every day. I did not take no day off. So don't come to me with that bullshit about I cannot dribble down the court with the basketball because I played just a day ago. Like, get the hell out of here, bro. I ain't take no days off with this freaking pain.
Yeah, there are tougher jobs.
Limping and freaking picking up tiles and breaking tiles. So get out of here with all these weak ass excuses. It should be only 1 day off and play the next game. And if some niggas hurt, then they put somebody else in. Because whatever.
But the previous game only had 1 day of break in between. So I'm not sure how they're deciding how much break to put in there, but
It's forever. I mean, it's like Javi had mentioned, the whole NHL thing, I think. Like, let the NHL have this day, boom, we don't have a game here, then we have a game the next one. But then the NHL play yesterday.
I don't know. I don't watch NHL.
Maybe they got more days off because they're moving cities.
Yeah, that could be true.
But when they played 2 in a row in Boston, they had 2 days in between.
For real?
Yeah.
So what? So yesterday was the game, right? Or was it the day? No,
The
it
day
wasn't
before
yesterday.
yesterday. It was Friday.
Friday. So then the other game was Wednesday. Or Tuesday.
Yes, Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
What makes a man lose interest in a woman?
I would say lack of respect.
That's a good one.
A man wants to feel like you're on his side, that you're rooting for him and not being condescending or making him like a second, third priority, whatever.
Ooh.
A man wants respect. He doesn't want a woman like yelling at him, making him feel like he's a kid. Like,
Right, for that you
Stuff
already
like
had
that.
your mom. You don't need no. You don't
yeah,
need another.
you don't
mom.
need someone. I feel like there has to be a certain level of respect there to be able to have a conversation.
I
like-
mean, there would only be yelling if like there's an argument, no? Like if you've done something stupid. for
I don't yell
example.
during arguments.
That question is so.
It's-
There's so many answers you could give to that question. Because if I was like trying to be with somebody, let's say I was single and I'm talking to a girl, she got stinky breath, I lose interest. You smell, I lose interest. You don't dress
Yeah.
well, I lose interest. You don't do your toes, I lose interest. You don't do your fingernails, I lose interest.
Oh, no, that's.
I mean,
but
that's-
each person has their different.
You're asking me. I'm telling you what will make me lose interest. I don't like when a girl doesn't do her toenails.
I agree, because I feel the same
It's
way. 'cause,
not a
like,
thing.
I don't
what are
really
you
care
It's
doing?
that
not a
much.
thing for me. Now, if you're gonna be walking around in chancletas and your toes are, come on, man. Like, you gotta do
It
them
depends. It
shits.
depends on what you think. I mean, on what you mean by that. Like, if it's like crusty, dry.
Like,
No, I
you
just
don't
mean
get
they're
the
not
done.
they're not painted. They're just
Nah,
plain nails.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to that at all. I like my girls to have her
But yeah,
nails.
I guess that's what
painted.
would drive you. See, that wouldn't drive me away.
That's. But I mean, it's not that it's a drive away. It just makes me lose a little bit of interest, and a little bit of like, I guess.
Each person has their
But I
preference.
mean,
and-
if we're that's more shallow, I think, I guess. Really, I'm not attracted to a dumb person. That's for sure. You dumb,
Yeah.
I lose major interest.
I agree.
or a woman that's flirtatious with other men,
Um,
even if she doesn't want anything. Like, it's just
Oh yeah, no.
back to the respect.
We don't want no
like
friendly
Right.
bitches.
you
in
expect
here.
a certain level of respect, and that's going back to the expectations. Maybe some people don't care, but
I mean, if you're gonna get in a relationship, there is expectations.
Yeah.
It's just
expectations and compromise.
Right. Well, no. Yes, with the compromise. But I feel like, if you're gonna be with somebody, you're gonna make sure that they check all the checks on your list
That
first.
rarely happens. People just get caught up in the feelings,
You just
and
gotta
then they
pick
try
what's
to
the most
change the
important to
person.
you.
Right. The most important to you, like, can I live with this on an everyday basis, kind of thing? If yes, cool. If not, sorry.
But sometimes we think we can. Then once we're in it, it's like, oh no, I can't do this. Or, like I was saying, a lot of people just are like, oh, okay, I'll get with them. It's okay. And then they get into the relationship. They either change and want the person to change with them, or they want the person to be their ideal person and tries to change them. I don't know. That I don't like people.
I'm
trying
all
to-
for, like, making each other better. You know what I mean? Like, if I like you as a person and maybe you, like, for example, get the wrong haircut, you know what I mean? That's something I can live with, because now I can be like, oh, why don't you try cutting it like this, and making it do it like that, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's different. You can tell a girl, why don't you go paint your nails or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, that's, if then you're like, I don't want it.
Can you
like
tell a
that.
girl that? Can
Of
you?
course.
Can you?
You should be able, look, if you're going to be with
Nah.
somebody,
Because that's the thing.
if you're going to be with somebody in a relationship, you should be able to communicate all types of things and feelings with that person, because at the end of the day, this is the person that you're with, and you need to tell them what you want, what you like, what you don't like, because, like, then why are you with them if they're doing something you don't like? Or, you know what I mean? Like, you can suggest things. Oh my God, let me paint your toes for you, or something like that. Something real cute, or why don't we both go to the salon and get some pedicures, and you know what I mean? Like, you can ease your way into things like that without being mean, or mean. So,
But at what point was it something that they used to do and then they stopped doing it? Because at that
I
point
don't
you're
know,
trying
man.
to change.
I feel like a lot of times.
no, it's not
like you're
changing.
getting into it and then telling them, oh, you've always been like this, but this is how I want you to be.
Right.
I feel like if I'm telling you to paint your toes, that's not changing you as a person. I mean, it's changing your appearance, which is one thing, but I like you as a person.
But
You
like
know what I
me,
mean?
But also
Me?
though, but also though, if
What do you mean?
if you're a girl and you don't get your toenails painted without anybody saying anything, then I already feel like you don't like doing it. So now me telling you you
Right.
should do it, you're like, but I don't like doing that. That's like
like
an
if a
inconvenience
woman
to me.
expected that from me, like, I don't know. I don't like
Expect
anybody
what?
touching my toes. I don't like anybody.
But you're
Cutting
a
my
man,
toenails.
It's different. You're,
No,
but you don't have claws, right? You're gonna sit there and you're gonna trim your own toenails.
Yeah, I clip my own toenails.
All right.
But like,
I don't see the big deal.
but yeah, someone might want me to.
What?
If I might get with someone that wants me to get a pedicure.
But would you let that person give you a pedicure? Like, let's say they had like a little home.
I don't like
class.
anybody touching my toenails.
So you never gotten a pedicure?
No, I do it myself.
He's missing out, right, babe?
I like pedicures.
Of course, they're nice.
Nah, I've had
And I got
bad.
some-
I think it's I've had bad experiences
some
with
ugly
people
toes.
cutting my toenails too short and it hurt, and I'm like,
Oh
no,
no, see,
I don't want
like
anybody touching my.
Dolphins had some bad experiences with that, and then I also think about the whole blood drawing. You have bad experiences.
Yeah. I finally donated one. I donated again once,
Nah,
but it
hell
took
no,
me
you still
years
did
and
it
years
again.
and years
I'll
and
never
years.
donate ever again.
Yeah, I had a really bad experience.
I don't like doing that shit.
I'm always weirded out about like the donating trucks, because like, what are you guys really doing with my blood?
But you know what made me do it?
Saving it in a bank.
Our dad needed.
For what? Oh, if I mean, of course.
No, I didn't do it for him. But since he got blood, I'm like, what if there wasn't blood that they could give him? So then I was like, you know what?
So then I'm sure they would have asked you, being
Let me give back.
his son. That wouldn't have, right?
They may have, but I mean, I wasn't there. He was in Georgia. I was
Oh,
down
but I'm
here.
sure you would have flown over there if needed.
Yeah, I
Georgia?
mean, yeah, but sometimes you need it as an emergency. You know, they need to have it there. So
Yeah, of course. Is quick is now or not? Never. Say, hey, please like, subscribe, do all that good shit.
Comment.
Also follow, go subscribe for Always Puffing TV. Go watch some reactions. What else, you guys? Anything else? We out of here.
Next time we have to ask what would drive a woman away from the relationship.
Jesus, I'm sure that there's so many answers. to
That'll
one.
be
That
entertaining.
That one's probably even deeper than the other side.
We'll see if we can get another.
Get another girl.
woman
I
to
feel
come
like
up in
I feel
here.
like women are, when it comes to questions like that and stuff like that, their mind is just like so quick to it. Like,
Oh yeah, because I had
They
already
think
a
about
list.
it.
they know everything that
would be
will drive them
interesting.
away. A
Get
man,
one
on the
more
other
woman.
hand, I'm like, what would drive me
No,
away?
you were quick with that list.
Yeah, but I said some shallow stuff that at the end I will still probably stick around with you even if you didn't do that, because you're not painting your toes is not a deal breaker. It really isn't. But I would not. It makes me lose a little interest. It was a question, right? That's
Right, but didn't that happen to you where you had a girlfriend who wouldn't paint her toes and you were like, meh?
I was like, hey. I don't like your toes. They don't look great. But yeah. Anywho, I think I did tell her to actually do them one time.
Did you do them?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, were they better?
Of course.
Oh, so then you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, all you gotta do is have communication. Like, if I don't like something that you're doing, I'm gonna tell you straight up because you need
I
to
don't know,
fix
bro,
that.
If you're watching this, leave in the comments what you think about it.
But you see, but it's also like girls will tell you, oh, you need to tell me, let me know, blah, blah. And you do tell them. And then what the fuck happens? You become public enemy number one because you said some shit that they were not trying to hear. You're supposed to have agreed with her and said, no, babe. You look great without them painted.
No.
I love them. I'ma suck them right now.
Yikes.
You know, that's what they would. That's what they probably would have preferred to hear. But then you hit them with the, babe, I prefer them painted. They're like, I'ma paint them nigga. But in reality, she mad as fuck that you said that. And then that's the problem that girls be having. They want to hear something, but then you tell them something else. You can shake your head no over there, but I tell you, girls be doing that shit where they ask you a question, expecting an answer, but then you give them the other answer, and they're mad about it.
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
No, I still disagree.
Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us. Please like, subscribe, unless we're gonna say something else, right?
No, I was just trying to.
Yeah, like, subscribe, follow the lash plug. Let you girls know you want your lashes done. She here for that shit. You need some nails done. She here for that shit. You need your coochie wax.
Oh, I'm
She's
not
here for that shit. She's not here for that
Go
shit.
somewhere else.
All right. See you guys later.
Plus the money coming in and mama living great. She got a big house, a backyard with a lake. As the fall comes, I watch the leaves break. God bless my grandma.